All right, while Eric's getting set up on the pedal steel, I'll tell you about this next song. This one's called The Next Ridge. And I was doing a lot of listening to Marty Robbins and Johnny Cash when I wrote this one, so it's kind of inspired by that sound and that kind of storytelling that I think we've lost in a lot of country music. And again, this one's about hunting, one of my favorite things to do. Me and my dad are driving 5 hours from here to go sleep in a camper and do some elk hunting tomorrow morning, so wish us luck for that. And this one's called The Next Ridge. It's something a lot of hunters can relate to, where you're out hunting and you head over a ridge and you think, oh, maybe he's over the next one, we'll go check there, and you get over there and you don't see him, but you see some tracks, so you go over the next ridge and keep going and going until you realize you're too deep in, and even if you got something, the pack out would not be worth it. So this one's called The Next Ridge. I was feeling nice and warm till my sweat froze into ice. I started shedding layers quicker than a lady of the night, 'cause we still had a good long ways of hiking left to go. Side hill and rough terrain and at least a foot of snow. There must have been a good strong gust of wind come through last night. The blowdown on the trail's getting worse every quarter mile. I can feel my fingers and the storm won't settle down. Let's just hit the next ridge and head out. We picked our knees up one by one and reached the other side. The fog began to lift enough for us to see the side. The bedding tracks were on the ground. It seemed we finally had found the bull we were hoping was back here. He can't be far, the tracks are fresh, there's barely snow upon the bed. I bet if we hurry now we can catch him. And a spike of adrenaline gave new life to my legs again. I just know he's over the next ridge. The next ridge, oh, the empty promises you hold. The next ridge, so far away, but then again so close. The wind was at our backs now as we began to crest. Slowly we glassed across the way, stopped in our tracks for nothing less than some stumps that were easily mistaken. It's time to throw the towel in, we haven't seen a thing. If we carry on, the pack out will be hell. So much to my dismay, we turn to walk away, but I just know he's over the next ridge. The next ridge, oh, the empty promises you hold. The next ridge, so far away, but then again so close. We were soaking in our failures, we headed toward the truck. Why couldn't we be the kind to have a little luck? Then the wind shifted in our favor, and he gave his final tell, as I recognized the musky Copenhagen scent of elk, echoing down the draw, a sound so divine. He let out a mighty bugle that sent shivers down my spine. I whipped around and there he was, a 6-point silhouette. We're outside on the next ridge, just like I said. Next ridge.